From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, May 4th, 2015. Silver is trading at $16.33 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,181 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $243. Antiwar.com reports human rights groups are complaining that there is growing evidence of Saudi warplanes dropping cluster bombs provided to them by the United States on targets in Yemen's northwest. A global ban on cluster munitions was signed in 2008, though neither the United States nor Saudi Arabia was a signatory to the ban. The U.S. continues to export the bombs, which leaves unexploded bomblets across an area, often for years, but the Pentagon insists they only sell to countries that promise not to use them on civilians. Yet, America's own recent history with cluster bombs is checkered at best, having littered civilian-populated areas in Iraq and Afghanistan with such bombs, leaving the brightly colored bomblets to be found by children. The U.S. has similarly shipped the bombs to both Israel and Saudi Arabia, nations which have been racking up major civilian death tolls in recent wars. Saudi Arabia is denying the use of cluster munitions, though photographs coming out of Yemen show what appear to be CBU-105 U.S.-manufactured cluster munitions, which the U.S. has supplied to both Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates in recent years. The timing is particularly inopportune for the U.S., which has publicly backed the Saudi war, but insists they are concerned about the growing civilian death toll. The Pentagon has also played a support role in the conflict. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs offers premium publicity campaigns designed to facilitate an organization's adoption of Bitcoin as a payment system. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. UPI reports 2 weeks after the death of Freddie Gray, the city of Baltimore is attempting to return to normal after peaceful demonstrations and violent retaliations resulted in a nightly curfew and the presence of the National Guard. Sunday morning, Mayor Stephanie Rawlings-Blake lifted the curfew. Sunday afternoon, Maryland Governor Larry Hogan said Guard troops have started to depart. While the curfew and National Guard are credited with helping keep calm in the city, critics say it wasn't without cost. The economic impact was significant, they say, as all of Baltimore's businesses were effectively suspended between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Further criticism was leveled at the National Guard's policing, accusing troops of paying substantial attention to the black neighborhoods while leaving white-dominated areas largely undisturbed. The Maryland chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union blasted the curfew, calling it an extraordinary measure that has clearly outlived its usefulness and reminds city residents of their broken relationship with police. The curfew began April 28th and was scheduled to end May 4th, but officials previously said they could lift it sooner. While some of the Guard's troops left immediately, Governor Hogan said it would take about 3 days for the pullout to be complete. He added that it will likely take even longer for everything in Baltimore to shake off the impact of Gray's death. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports the U.S. Senate Commerce Committee has written President Obama over concerns that a recently reported data breach on the White House computer system might have compromised the personal information of many Americans. The committee chairman, John Thune, said in a statement on Sunday accompanying the letter to Obama, just like any entity that handles personally identifiable information, the White House has a responsibility to notify Americans if the recent or any future breach results in a compromise. The White House said last month that a CNN report that Russian hackers penetrated sensitive parts of the White House computer system referred to an incident it disclosed last year and declined to comment on who was responsible for the breach. It added that it took immediate measures at the time to evaluate and mitigate the activity. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.